The air buzzed with excitement as Lagos's finest gathered for the premiere of Shattered Dreams, a film already sparking conversations across the industry. The red carpet gleamed under the relentless flashes of cameras. Among the stars gracing the event was Amaka Obiora, a renowned Nollywood actress whose career was soaring. Her emerald green gown hugged her figure, exuding confidence and class. Reporters swarmed her, eager for soundbites. "Amaka, how does it feel to star in such a groundbreaking film?" one reporter asked. "It's surreal," Amaka replied, her voice steady despite her racing heart. "This role challenged me in ways I never imagined, and I hope the audience feels every emotion we poured into it." Inside, the hall filled with applause as the lights dimmed. Amaka took her seat beside her boyfriend, Uche, a businessman whose charisma often overshadowed his controlling tendencies. As the credits rolled, Uche's grip tightened on her hand. "You stole the show," he whispered, though his smile didn't reach his eyes. "But remember, there's more to life than acting." Amaka's joy dimmed slightly. She loved Uche, but his subtle jabs about her career always left a sting. Tonight, however, she chose to bask in her success. This was her night. The drive home was tense. Uche's earlier praise had given way to silence. Amaka knew better than to press him when he was in one of his moods. As they parked outside her Lekki apartment, Uche finally spoke. "Amaka, I've been thinking," he began, his tone measured. "This acting thing, it's not sustainable. You're better than these roles and red carpets." Amaka's heart sank. "Uche, this is my passion. You knew that from the start." "I did, but I didn't realize it would consume you like this. I want a future with you. Family. How will that happen if you're always on set?" Her frustration bubbled over. "So you want me to quit? Throw away everything I've worked for?" "No one said quit," Uche countered, his voice hardening. "But you need to refocus. I can support you, help you start your own production company. But this constant hustle for roles? It's beneath you." Amaka stared at him, torn between anger and despair. Uche's words felt like a betrayal, but she couldn't deny the love she still felt for him. As he leaned over to kiss her goodnight, she turned away, her mind already wrestling with the choices ahead. Days turned into weeks, and the tension between Amaka and Uche only grew. On the surface, everything seemed perfect. Uche's business ventures flourished, and Amaka's face graced billboards across Lagos. But behind closed doors, their relationship strained under the weight of unspoken resentment. During a dinner at a high-end restaurant in Victoria Island, Uche brought up the subject again. "Amaka, I've been invited to the governor's ball next weekend. I'd love for you to come. It's the perfect opportunity for us to make connections." "I can't," she said, her voice firm. "I'm starting rehearsals for Beneath the Surface." Uche's fork clattered against his plate. "Again with this acting nonsense. Must everything revolve around your career?" "It's not nonsense," Amaka snapped. "And yes, it's my career. The one I've worked tirelessly for." The argument spiraled, drawing the attention of nearby diners. Embarrassed, Amaka stormed out, leaving Uche fuming. As she hailed a cab, her phone buzzed with a message from her manager. "Teo, call me ASAP." "Big news." Amaka exhaled, grateful for the distraction. Whatever Teo had to say, it had to be better than this. Amaka met Teo at their usual spot, a cozy cafe in Ikeja. Teo's grin was infectious as he slid a contract across the table. "You've been cast in The Shadow Within," he announced. "It's an international co-production. Your first crossover role." Amaka's eyes widened. "Are you serious?" "Dead serious. This is huge, Amaka. But it means relocating to Johannesburg for 6 months." Her excitement dimmed. Uche would never agree. Teo noticed her hesitation. "Don't let anyone hold you back," he said. "This is your moment." Amaka nodded, determination hardening her resolve. She'd spent years prioritizing others. It was time to prioritize herself. Amaka broke the news to Uche that evening. His reaction was as expected. "You're leaving?" he asked, incredulous. "For 6 months. It's the opportunity of a lifetime," she said. "I can't pass this up." "So you're choosing your career over me?" "I'm choosing myself," she replied. "If you can't support that, maybe we need to rethink this relationship." Uche's silence spoke volumes. As Amaka packed her bags days later, she knew she'd made the right choice. For the first time in years, she felt free. Johannesburg greeted Amaka with an energy that both intimidated and excited her. The sprawling city was a blend of modernity and history, much like Lagos but with its own rhythm. The film set for The Shadow Within was a whirlwind of activity, with people from different countries converging to bring the project to life. Amaka's first day on set was grueling. Her co-star, Thabo, a seasoned South African actor, welcomed her warmly. "You're the Nollywood queen everyone's talking about," he said, his smile disarming. "And you're the veteran I'm lucky to learn from," Amaka replied, meeting his enthusiasm. The script demanded emotional depth, something Amaka prided herself on delivering. But as the days turned into weeks, the pressure mounted. There were moments of self-doubt, exacerbated by Uche's cold messages. "You're losing yourself," he texted one night. Amaka read the words but chose not to reply. Instead, she focused on the camaraderie with her colleagues. Thabo became a confidant, often offering advice and sharing stories from his own struggles in the industry. For the first time in a long while, Amaka felt seen and appreciated for who she truly was. Amaka's performance in The Shadow Within garnered attention from critics and audiences alike. The film was a success, and her role earned her an award for Best Supporting Actress at a prestigious international festival. Yet, despite the accolades, she couldn't shake off the void left by Uche's absence. Her nights in Johannesburg were often lonely. Calls with her family back in Nigeria provided some comfort, but she missed the familiarity of home. One evening, Thabo invited her to dinner with his friends, hoping to lift her spirits. The night was filled with laughter and warmth, a reminder that connections could be built anywhere. "You have a gift, Amaka," Thabo said as he walked her back to her hotel. "Don't let anyone dim your light." His words resonated deeply. Amaka realized that while Uche had once been her anchor, she no longer needed someone to ground her. She was learning to soar on her own. The final scenes of The Shadow Within wrapped, and Amaka bid farewell to Johannesburg with mixed emotions. She had grown during her time there, both as an actress and as a person. As her plane touched down in Lagos, she braced herself for the whirlwind of press and expectations awaiting her. Teo met her at the airport, his excitement palpable. "You're a star, Amaka. Everyone's talking about you." But fame came with its challenges. Rumors about her relationship with Thabo had reached Nigerian tabloids, and Uche's name often cropped up in interviews. Amaka chose to stay focused, pouring herself into new projects and using her platform to mentor aspiring actors. Despite the noise, Amaka found solace in her craft. The roles she took on were more meaningful, reflecting her growth and resilience. Slowly but surely, she built a legacy that extended beyond the screen. Settling back into Lagos, Amaka found herself overwhelmed by the sudden attention. Invitations to events poured in, endorsement deals were offered, and her fan base grew exponentially. Amidst the glamour, she reconnected with old friends and took stock of how far she had come. During a quiet evening at a charity gala, she met Tund Ajayi, a writer-director known for his socially conscious films. Tund was different, humble yet passionate, a breath of fresh air. Their conversation sparked something in Amaka. Tund's perspective on storytelling reminded her why she had chosen acting in the first place. Inspired, she agreed to star in his upcoming project, Silent Echoes, a film addressing gender-based violence. The script resonated deeply with her, and she threw herself into the role with renewed vigor. For the first time, Amaka felt she was using her platform for more than fame. She was creating impact. Amaka's decision to work on Silent Echoes wasn't without challenges. The heavy subject matter took an emotional toll on her. Flashbacks of her own struggles with Uche's controlling behavior surfaced during key scenes, leaving her vulnerable. Tund noticed and offered support, encouraging her to channel those emotions into her performance. The experience proved cathartic. Amaka found herself healing through the character she portrayed. Her interactions with the cast and crew fostered a sense of community, and she felt less alone in her journey. By the time filming wrapped, Amaka knew she had grown, not just as an actress but as a person. The film premiered to critical acclaim, sparking important conversations across Nigeria. For Amaka, it was a reminder that art could be a powerful tool for change. The success of Silent Echoes marked a turning point for Amaka. She began receiving offers from international filmmakers intrigued by her ability to bring raw emotion to the screen. One such offer was a lead role in The Forgotten Child, a Netflix-funded drama centered on child trafficking in Africa. Amaka hesitated at first. The script was powerful, but the filming schedule would demand long months away from home again. Amaka, Teo urged, you've worked your entire life for opportunities like this. Don't let fear hold you back. After careful consideration, Amaka accepted. She immersed herself in the role, traveling to remote locations and spending time with survivors to truly understand their stories. The experience was humbling, and the film became another critical success. Amaka's journey was no longer about fame. It was about using her craft to amplify voices that were often unheard. As Amaka's career soared, her personal life became a topic of public interest. Rumors swirled about a potential relationship with Tunde Ajayi, fueled by their undeniable chemistry during interviews and at industry events. The tabloids even speculated that Tabo, her co-star from The Shadow Within, had rekindled their connection. Amaka kept her personal life private, but the scrutiny took its toll. In moments of vulnerability, she leaned on Tunde, whose quiet strength became her anchor. Their bond deepened, and for the first time in years, Amaka allowed herself to explore the possibility of love without fear of losing herself. Amaka's versatility as an actress was put to the test when she accepted a role in a biographical film about a Nigerian female activist. The role required her to speak Hausa fluently, a language she barely knew. Determined, Amaka hired a tutor and dedicated herself to mastering the dialect. The film, her voice, was both physically and emotionally draining, but Amaka's performance was hailed as one of her best. It earned her the prestigious AMAA Best Actress Award, cementing her status as a force to be reckoned with in Nollywood and beyond. Success brought Amaka not only wealth but a sense of responsibility. She established the Amaka Obiora Foundation, focusing on providing scholarships to young girls interested in the arts. Her mentorship programs quickly gained traction, and she became a role model for aspiring actresses across Africa. If my journey can inspire even one girl to follow her dreams, then it's all worth it, Amaka said at the foundation's launch event. One fateful evening, Uche showed up at Amaka's office unannounced. His business had taken a downturn, and he sought her help to secure funding for a new venture. Seeing him after all these years brought back a flood of memories. Amaka, I've made mistakes, Uche admitted, but I'm not the same man I was. Amaka listened but remained firm. She had moved on, and her focus was on building her future, not revisiting the past. Their conversation ended amicably, but it was a reminder of how far she had come. After years of uncertainty, Amaka and Tunde made their relationship public. Their partnership was one of mutual respect and shared vision. Together, they collaborated on projects that combined storytelling with social impact, solidifying their reputation as a power couple in the industry. Amaka's international acclaim continued to grow. She was invited to speak at global conferences about the role of African cinema in shaping narratives. Her speeches were met with standing ovations, and she became a sought-after voice in the industry. With success came challenges. Amaka faced backlash from critics who accused her of abandoning Nollywood for international fame. Undeterred, she returned to Nigeria to produce and star in a locally made film, proving that her roots remained an integral part of her identity. Amaka's efforts to uplift others culminated in the production of Voices of Tomorrow, a documentary highlighting young African talents. The project was a labor of love and a testament to her belief in the power of storytelling. Years later, Amaka stood on a grand stage, accepting a Lifetime Achievement Award. She looked out at the audience, her heart full of gratitude. This journey has taught me that dreams are valid, no matter where you come from. To the next generation, keep shining your light. As the crowd rose in applause, Amaka knew her story wasn't ending. It was paving the way for others to write theirs. Amaka's story is one of resilience, passion, and purpose. What dream are you holding on to? Share your story, and let's inspire the world together. Your journey matters. Start writing your legacy today.